I'm going to talk about tires that I'm running currently on the KTM, the big adventure bikes. That's basically the Karoo 3 that came stock on the KTM and a Shinko 805 on the rear. I'm getting ready to put fresh rubber on. It's a TKC 80 and a Motoz Tractionator Adventure. I'm kinda sorta got my garage somewhat organized. I got some cool toolboxes. Leo gave me this cool one and a bunch of tools, and I had to order a toolbox myself, and I got some shelving finally, store some stuff for my new parts, motorcycle stuff, good stuff. I got some engine ice. I put it in the Husky. The Husky runs cooler with it. It takes longer for the fan to kick on, and it's pretty good stuff. So I'm putting it in the KTM. Yeah, the garage is getting there slowly but surely. I mean, there's still work to be done, but I got room over here and I got room over here for the KTM. But here's the tires. TKC 80 and a Motoz Adventure, Tractionator Adventure. I mean, like, tires are pretty subjective, right? Like, you know, what I say I like, another experienced rider will be like, I don't like it at all, right? You have a lot of people say a tire's really good, then you have a lot of people say a tire's not really good. Just take it all with a grain of salt. This is just my opinion on tires I've been currently running and what I'm about to run. It just varies. It depends on what you're really trying to do, right? Like, what you're trying to achieve. I think the biggest thing for me to get to people, for people to understand, is that like a tire manufacturer can call it whatever they want, like an 80-20 or a 50-50. They can say whatever they want. That's not regulated. That's part of marketing. It might be an 80-20 tire, but they're saying it's a 50-50 because they want more people to buy it, right? You can look at these tires and kind of tell what they're going to be, right? Like, you can tell when a tire's more of a 50-50 versus an 80-20. It's my opinion, take it with a grain of salt. This is what I think with the tires. All right, and these are the Karoo 3s. This is what comes stock on the KTM. Metzler makes these Karoo 3s. I'll show you the tread pattern. It's like it's almost like a V kind of. Right, it doesn't go straight across. Like, these are pretty good. I liked them. They're pretty good. Is it a 50-50? I don't know that it's a 50-50. It's pretty good on the street, and it handles fairly well off-road. The rear I got, and I don't have video of it, but I only got like 4,000 out of the rear and it was gone. And these have about 7 on them, and they're cupping. I don't know that you can see it, but the back side of these are way shorter than the front. So it's starting to wear uneven. And I'm at like 7,000 on this. So like, it's starting to not ride as smooth because it's starting to cup. These stock, and at 4,000 I replaced the rear with a Shinko 805. And this is Shinko 805. Now, when I first bought it, I kind of complained about it. It's not that bad. For the price, it's not that bad. I think it's just over $100. Some people complain about the 805 in rain. Oh, well, I'm in the desert. I don't really get rain. Like, as far as on the street, it was fairly decent. As far as off-road, you can see that it's like straight across, right? So it slips laterally. It loses grip off-road laterally because it'll just slip across. The Karoo was kind of similar, but it's like a V, so it's not just to go straight across. I don't know what you'd call this. I wouldn't really call it much of an off-road. I'd say it's like an 80-20, maybe a 730 if that. I have 7,000 miles on the bike. I'm like 7,200 on the bike, and I changed these at 4,000. There's 3,000 miles on it, and I do not think there's another 1,000 miles on it. I'm gonna run it out. Like, I wanna go out of town, but I can't go out of town yet because I need to change these. But I wanna burn some more off of this before I just go switching it out. I think for the price, this is a fairly decent tire. You're paying just over $100 for it, I think. And like, it wasn't getting as much grip as I thought on the street, so I thought it was a little harder, but people were like, oh no, that's soft compound. And it is soft compound because I'm less than 4,000 miles and it's about burnt up. I thought this would last longer than the Karoo 3. It's not. I got more out of the Karoo 3 than this. This is what I went with for the front. This is a TKC 80. Yeah, TKC 80. It's supposed to be pretty good. Now, I've never ran a TKC 80, so I'm just kind of going by what other people have said, and most people think this is pretty good front tire. There's some people that complain out there, but so I'm just kind of going off of what other people say. Just kind of set like a baseline, standard baseline to see. Most people go with this for a front tire. The TKC has a front tire on the big adventure bikes, and then it's kind of your choice on the rear tire what you want to run. Like if you want something more street oriented, like the Motoz will last pretty good. If you're looking for like dirt, there's a lot of Motoz Tractionator tires. People are pretty popular on running those. Then I went with the Motoz Tractionator Adventure. And boy, this thing is meaty. Like these cuts are pretty good. You see, it almost goes straight across, but not really. So I would think it'll have some lateral bite. It won't be as bad as the Shinko. But man, this thing just looks meaty. It looks fat. Tractionator Adventure. Motoz Tractionator Adventure. Yeah, so I'm going to get these mounted up and see how they work out. I don't suspect this to last more than 4,000 miles. I'd be happy if that were the case, but I don't know. This is, they call this like a 70-30, 70 off-road, 30 on-road. I probably should be getting a Motoz EO7 Plus. Rear is probably what I should be doing, because I'm going to go run a bunch of California and stuff, so. This is the new rubber that's going to go on. I'm going to try this stuff. It's just trying for me, you know. I don't have any experience with either one of them. I'm just trying them. But we'll see how it goes. That's the tires I've currently been running and tires I'm going to put on the big adventure bike. I'm going to switch out this engine ice, so get started on that and get to going. But I'll get these new ones put on and we'll see how it goes. Alright, hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. If you got any questions, put them in the comments below and I'll try to answer them best I can. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you. See you on the next one. Looks like water to me. It's got a little yellow tint to it, but looks like a lot of water. Jerkies. Straight stock.